Let's see, we're live. Let me make sure there is sound because there seemed to be an issue. Let's see what's going on. See if we have sound. All right, we're good to go. How you guys doing tonight? I'm Justin. This is the Ivy League live stream. We come on usually a lot earlier. Spend some time with the family, guys, because I've just, 5:30 to 12 o'clock is my day. 5:30 in the morning to 12 o'clock at night. This, trading, research, trying to take care of everything else. It's a lot. If you guys find this information valuable, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers. If you could subscribe, hit the like button, share, maybe comment. If you want, I would most certainly enjoy comment on the streams and everything. I'm still working on everything. Things take time, there's not enough time in the day. There's not enough time, and you do what you can. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm just going to go over a few lessons. I'm going to go over Tesla earnings. I'm going to go over Netflix earnings. We'll get our levels, things like that. We'll do more of that in the morning. You can find us live right here on YouTube, Ivy League Trading, youtube.com. We go through some things in the morning. I want to start having more of a meeting in the morning about the different plays of the day. Are they in the playbook? What are we thinking? What are our thoughts? Okay. If you guys have questions about, what do I think of stocks that you're interested in, like as a day trade and all that, join us live Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4. But I'll probably start streaming a little bit earlier, just to get, again, like a meeting in like around 8:30 or so, 9 o'clock maybe even, probably 8:30. That way we get enough time, if not 8, and see, really go over the trades we're thinking about attacking for the day, making the right decisions. Why are we taking the trade? What are we looking for? Things like that. All right, I'm going to go over a couple things that I'm seeing. We'll talk about Carvana, Tesla, Netflix. So we should get, I don't know if it didn't get halted because I was away the afternoon, just hanging out with my other half and spending time with family. And so I have a couple cool lessons. If you guys have any questions, you can throw them in the chat. I'll run through them, try to get to them. If you have questions on me going over trades, if you guys have questions, me going over anything that I'm talking about on the chart, anything at all, if you're new, we're here to help. That's the whole point of this, okay? You had today, the sectors were the Dow. Now, it's good to know these things because if you can look and find out early in the morning, even if it's a half hour after the bell, 15 minutes, a half hour, maybe even an hour. Even an hour today, you'd have been all right. Finding what sector has momentum. We had the Dow, we had IWM. So if you find that, and if you take notice and know in the morning, okay, let me see what sector, or let me see what indice is going to be whether you think it or not, maybe it just happens and you're not expecting it. Maybe money's getting put to work that day and you just don't expect it. Today we had the Dow. So if you had taken notice early, as the Dow, using the Dow as an example, you had the IWM with banks. It was kind of, I guess you could say you could expect it with Bank of America, with the type of earnings that you had. They were good. They weren't bad at all. So therefore, we should say, all right, IWM, Dow stocks, let's look for those today. You had industrials like CAT. There were a couple others. I don't have the heat map up right this second or whatever, but it was those sectors. The Dow put in a big candle today. So if you were able to find that, you found momentum, you went long, you had the wind at your back, you would have had a great day today. You can learn these kind of things by joining us starting right here on this live. I'm going to cover something that I'm looking at with AMD. And you can use these to be able to think about these kind of things when you're trading yourself. Okay. Again, and this is all my opinion, and my opinions will and can change. All right. This is just me giving out information and doing things how I was taught to do them. I'm not always going to be right, but if I'm right more than I am wrong, you got a winning plan. You got a winning thing going on there. But I hope you guys had a great day today. This market has just been filled with opportunity day after day after day after day. Like, it is, not only is it summertime and you have this going on, you have, I mean, it was like CPI, Fed, oh, earnings, Fed again. Like, it's like boom, 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 boom. You know? I didn't know what kind of summer we were going to have. As the data comes in, it's like we got a lot. And here we are, start of earnings. Buckle up. We're here. Put in the work, put in the research, okay? Do yourself a favor, and you might want to listen to some earnings calls because you might learn something. And it's not necessarily about one company, but maybe you'll learn some. You'll get an idea about how the sector and what the CEOs think about their company, and you can relate that to the sector. Is there a lot of uncertainty ahead? But do they still have forward, like, do they have a backlog of, things that they want to put out, whether they are a business that sells physical goods or like a service of some sort? Are they still seeing strong demand? How are they doing compared to other things? What is the CEO saying? You got to read the tea leaves. That's another part about earnings, that it's not necessarily just based on what that company is doing. Okay, you can find out future plans, all those good things, all that good stuff. So again, if you would have known that Bank of America had done well, you could have psychologically took yourself to the IWM, the banks, regionals. PNC also reported. So IWM, Dow took off today. What a momentum-driven type of day on those stocks. Those were the plays. So I myself, I'm not perfect, so I will actually have another sticky note to say, hey, you gotta watch, especially for these earnings seasons. This is going to be a playbook. What sectors do really good, like industrials, or technology, and when they report really good, look for that sector to still go. I mean, we're still heading to the top. Maybe we get a blow off top, maybe we don't. Maybe we just keep grinding and grinding and grinding, like I've said we could do. That's what happens when you come out of a bear market. You expect it to stop, but there's still so much money that was on the sidelines that's got to get put to work. You could see new highs, and then the recession comes, and then maybe you get a pullback to 430, 420, depending on how bad it is, 400, 380. I don't know. We got to wait and see. We don't, nobody knows. The government still has a lot of money they can put to work, or at least, the stimulus that was signed off. Now, how much they've dwindled of that with the debt ceiling, this, that, I don't know. But there's things that the Fed's added liquidity, treasuries, Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell and crew, they backstop these banks, solve that issue. Now, do we start to see deposits go up, or do we start seeing the unemployment rate tick up? And they have to cut rates, because if they don't, money's left these retail banks, and if the money's leaving for interest rate reasons, what happens when you add on unemployment? So that's going to be that's really going to put a strain. You got both parties, per se, that could potentially, this unemployment ticks up another, I want to say January, February, end of Q1 into Q2 is my target. Maybe it happens sooner, maybe it doesn't, because you still have the holidays. It's the summertime right now, so a lot of people are out doing things. Money's flowing. People are still working, okay? As we get going, we'll get through the holidays, and then what happens after the holidays. We'll get in all that down the road. Let's go to the first thing, guys. Oh, do we have data tomorrow? What's today? Tuesday. We did have retail sales today, guys. Came in lower than forecasted. Okay, 0.2, forecasted 0.3. Consensus was about 0.5, so under. Data came in under. Right there for retail sales. You have industrial production, -5. Okay, came in under. All right. Don't know what the Fed members said today. Didn't get there. Um, so tomorrow we have building permits. All right, we have building permits, housing starts, gasoline stocks. I'm going to be watching for this crude oil data and natural gas data. I am going to be watching for that. All right, we have that. Then Thursday we run into Philly Fed business conditions, CapEx. Nothing too crazy. It doesn't look like, right? Well, you have existing home sales, so getting some real estate data. There's an idea there. You got a lot of data relating to real estate and those and whatnot. So there's an idea for you there. Maybe have a look there, and then obviously end of week oil rig count. So let's do it, guys. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Here's our 2-year. It's still. Oh wait. Oh, I have the Q's ended up. I don't. All right, let's just move on from that. Okay, we know where they're at least I do. All right, they topped out. They pulled back a little bit, just sitting there. So let's go into some of the news real quick. If you don't know Carvana, and I'm going to get into trades and stuff like that, give you guys some trade ideas, what I'm looking for, what I think. CVNA. Let's check out Carvana, guys. This should give us some opportunity tomorrow. What happened? They pushed their earnings forward. We don't know if it's a good thing. We don't know if it's a bad thing. This stock has rallied off of them. If you don't know, they came out and raised guidance. I was a little skeptical. Okay, I was really, really skeptical that they did that. I said, oh, really? Okay. So if we go back, let's go, well, I'll just go to a 4-hour or a daily, okay? You can see here when that took place. Was it here? I think it was here, guys. I think, or it was one of these gap ups. I honestly want to say, because I've been trading this what feels like at least a month and a half now, maybe. So it may be down here, guys. No, this was earnings gap up. That was an earnings gap up right there. So that's it. That's the earnings gap up. Right here is your earnings, so that's good. So earnings gap up, it was right here. Look at the volume on that, guys. We still haven't gotten back to this level. This is going to give us some volatility not only tomorrow, but, you know, when they do report earnings. We don't know what it's going to be. You have not had any type of volume like this yet, again. So if you've been waiting for a blow off top or anything like that, a blow off top, maybe catch a backside trade, it hasn't happened yet. You have had some nice volume here. You know, you have had some nice volume. We were long this. Again, if you don't know and you're just joining us, we go live Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4. We have meetings in the morning. What are we trading? What are we looking at? What are we going to be looking for? Why are we in it? All that good stuff. You're going to get a piece of that here in a minute. All right, these are things you need to know. These are things you need to know or at least think about. What I mean by you need to know how to think about going about whether you're going to be long or short. Now, this is just how I do it. There's not one specific way. Okay? If you want to just wait for big volume and momentum, that's fine. Go long. Big volume momentum to the downside, go short. Whatever you want to do. Okay, I can't tell you what to do. This is not financial advice. But we're going to go over some cool stuff I think you guys will learn or really appreciate and get to be able to use as of tomorrow. So again, we are trying to get to 100 subscribers. If you guys find any of this information valuable, you can like, share, and subscribe. More importantly, and if you do, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. We always accept constructive criticism. So anything that we can do to make this better for you, let us know. All right. We do have an increase in volume on Carvana. Now, I thought, because I shorted this, I played this thing already twice back here. Played it long, I played it short. So I knew coming in that this $20 level was something. And when we capped up to it. Here's where we opened. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. They raised guidance. And I'm like, so what you got to usually do in those situations is just kind of wait. Let the chart tell you what it's going to do. If you're not certain, Give it some time. Don't jump to conclusions because they raised guidance. And I'm like, this thing has a huge short interest. As much as I wanted to short it, I'm like, what are my thoughts when I hear this? I'm like, okay, the market, if they're coming out saying they're going to raise guidance, okay, does the market price it in now, or does the market make them prove it? Now, obviously, they had earnings back here that were better than expected. Now, looking at this, prior or afterward, I mean, I'm like, oh, I can see why we did what we did. You had a heavy short position. The market it busted through the $20 level because obviously something happened on that earnings that wasn't that bad. That wasn't horrible. Gapped up, rallied. Maybe just estimates were so low that now they can move forward. All right. So if I would have thought about it from that aspect, now the stock is up, so it's easy to think that way. So again, it's tough. Just let the chart tell you. If you don't know, the chart will know. The chart will tell you the volume, all that good stuff. So we broke through the $20 level. All right. Immediately reversed it. Okay. And it held. So I was like, man, like it's tough in those situations because again, you could think, how's the market going to take it? Are they going to believe them, or are they going to wait till earnings to let them price it in? Hard to say. But that was a reason for shorts to cover. So, you can think about it, those things. So maybe next time I will say I get something like this, like a play. You could use this as a playbook and say, all right, let's look at the last earnings. You got a gap up there. Now they're raising guidance. Okay, well, the street liked something they did, or, didn't penalize them. So Carvana is going to be on the watch. So what they did was they moved earnings forward. So they either want to get it out because it's bad and because the stock has had such a run, all right, so it can pull back, or not so it can pull back, but it's like they're trying to get this out of the way. Why? Why are they doing it? We have no idea. It could be good. It could also be very bad. All right. There's nobody knows. All right. You'll get some clarity on that tomorrow. Now, I assume the earnings are going to be out tomorrow. I don't know if it's before the market or after. I would probably assume after the market. So I probably will be trading Carvana tomorrow after hours, depending on what it is that they say, do, whatever. Listen to the earnings call. You have Tesla. You also have Netflix. So I have my levels for Carvana. And you have a lot of tails up here, guys. This level here at 42 is really tough. You have not been able to break up above it, but you also are holding 35. There's a nice range there. It's holding up. Look at the 9 EMA getting ready to come attack. Does this 9 EMA on the daily, is this what sends us ripping? Like, does this pull up? Do they meet and then that earnings come out? Like a setup? Look, rally, pull back, putting in a flag of sorts. All right. It could be putting in a pennant here. There's your pennant. Does it break out? I don't know. We'll find out very soon. So that'll be on the list. That is on the list. Let's go through a 15-minute chart real quick. It's been holding the levels, guys. I've been waiting for a pullback to 30. Haven't gotten it. So I haven't played it. I have been looking at it. I looked at it here. Oh, this was today. Damn. Excuse my language. Sorry. I almost made it without cussing. You're a buyer, you're a seller. All right, it's as easy as that. You buy here, you sell there. When it puts in these ranges, it's holding. It is holding. So that tells me that it's either going to be a failed break higher. Like, look at that pennant. I could see it on the daily chart too. It broke out, and then they came out and say that. So this looks like we might get that downside. We'll find out. I'll leave the circle there, but you'll have to wait. So if you're in this position, I'm sorry, or took it or something. I don't know. we'll see what tomorrow it's gonna. It'll bring some volatility. So your levels, $30. Watch $30. It breaks $30. Eventually, you're gonna get back down to $20. That's this 20 and 30 level are key. They're big. As you can see, it tested it, hit it, tested it, hit it, almost. But you go up. It was 28 or so. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Now we have Tesla. So let's go Tesla, guys. It just got delivery numbers about 2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. Right here. This was the gap up for delivery numbers, right? Or was it longer than that? Where were the delivery numbers? Wasn't big. I'm pretty sure it was this. I think these were the delivery numbers, guys. So it was about a week or two ago. So there shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I wonder what they're going to say about the Cybertruck. So we have that. They have a lot of stuff going on. They said they're going to make a warehouse or like a facility, factory or something. I forget where it was. Maybe Belgium or something. I don't quote me on that, please. But there was some news out today on Tesla. I watched it a little bit today, and it rallied in the day. And Netflix. Okay, we have Netflix. NFLX. You have, see, what's cool about a lot of these other than Tesla is like you have news with Carvana. These are going to bring great opportunities, so join us. Come join us during the day for free right here on YouTube. Ivy League Trading, youtube.com, 7:30 to 4. Well, now that it's earnings, it'll be after 4. And we'll probably be on before 7:30 as well. Netflix. You have Netflix earnings. Now, how does this strike, this writer's strike or whatever it is, how does it play a role on Netflix? Look at the rally it put in today. Unbelievable rally today on Netflix. Wow. This thing is up almost 6%. Unbelievable. More after hours. It's up even more after hours. Look at that candle, guys. Look at the volume that came with it. So is this going to save them money with not having to pay these people that are on strike? What comes of this? You know, they have a lot of stuff that they could play that, like, or does, so how does this affect? You're going to want to listen to the earnings call to know what's going on. All right. That's the only way you're going to get insight. Unless you know somebody or can, you email them and even then, do they give you the, what you're looking for? So we're going to be watching Netflix. You have ASML, I think is in the morning. Okay, if you don't know who they are a semiconductor company. I'm pretty sure ASML is a semiconductor company. Yeah, I think ASML is a semiconductor. Let me see. Live news. ASML Holdings, U.S. National Security Council has been deliberated about chip. Yes. Yep, they are. That's what I thought. I don't know why, because it's late. Because I'm like, they don't just make like the glass and materials for the phones and stuff, do they? But no, they are a semiconductor. So we'll watch them. We can pull up even a weekly chart there. Just look how strong this thing has been, guys. Man. Could you imagine owning this thing at freaking $12, $10, $20, $40? It's almost $900 right now. Think about where that $100 would be by now, guys. This is what I mean. Like, the market is the greatest wealth building opportunity, and it's the greatest equalizer with time. You pick the right things and you can hold. You can go on those vacations. You can have that down payment for a home. There's all kinds of reasons to save your money and invest. Invest in good, solid companies. Do your research. Trade. Put some of that trading money back into, some equity. All right. Oh, my little baby. You okay, Turkey? I think her got a little hairball. She's okay. So, ASML, IWM, or IBM. I'm sorry, IBM. I look at they're down. IBM's down. Like, come on. Wow, I would be upset if I was a shareholder. It's actually, look at this. Do you see what I see, guys? It's actually trying to curl its way up. But what does that, what does that, this thing is just, hopefully they're paying you a good amount in the dividend. I mean, your money's obviously safe, but that's it. Your money's safe. It's just, you might as well just hold it cash. That's the whole point of the market, is to raise money, but it's to, go in and collect some yield and cash flow on your thing, and invest in companies that are cash flowing, that sell products and have goods, and great managers make great companies. Okay. Um, what else? What else do we have? IWM. I know I'm forgetting one. Guys. I'm sorry. I just want to go over these real quick. So we will be watching them in anticipation to how they do. Let's look at before the bell. I want to see before the bell. Come on, are you kidding me? There she is. Oh, Goldman Sachs. I didn't even think about that. You have Goldman Sachs. You still have a lot of regional banks tomorrow. M&T, Citizens. We have some. You have Halliburton, U.S. Bank. It's not Baker Hughes, is it? Maybe it is Baker Hughes. Yeah, Baker Hughes. Yeah, Elevance Health, Goldman Sachs, and ASML. So we got a lot. All right, let's look at Goldman Sachs. You guys have probably heard about them coming in with forecast this, forecast that. It's putting in a pennant, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, it's putting in a pennant. So something's got to give. It's put it to you this way: J.P. Morgan's working its way up to highs, and Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, they're still down here on their lows. All right, they're not doing too well. Now this rally here, man, I remember looking back at it in October, September. I'm like, wow, yeah, October it was. Look at that double bottom, boom. We'll have to see what happens, guys. What happens. Does this thing break out? Today, it had a nice day with volume. You had, obviously, Bank of America, PNC, that helped with that. You filled the gap, and you rejected it. All right, you rejected the gap thus far. So they come out in the morning. All right, they are out in the morning. So I want you guys to put a level right here around 338.21. All right. I want you guys to take notice what you have here. You guys have, or we all have, Goldman Sachs has, whatever. You have the 200-day moving average sitting right there. Right there at that, pretty much just under this base. And actually, look where it's at. It's at this prior gap fill. Right on it. Do we break up to these highs? Or do we break back down to the downside? Does it try and go and hit the 200-day moving average pre-market or in the market, and then roll itself back over to test this this little base right here, this area of resistance that it just broke? Usually, resistance at break becomes support. So I would be looking for the pullback if things are good, if you were even able to get it. That's the other part to that, is if their earnings come out and they're decent. It's going to happen pre-market, but it really comes when you have the earnings call. All right, it really comes when you have the earnings call. So far, this thing has put in a double bottom. Okay, for the most part, it's put a double bottom down here. I don't want to say that word. I don't want to keep saying but it's stuck this level. Look at that, it's sticking that level. So that's what we're going to watch for tomorrow, guys. And then obviously the 200-day moving average, which will be probably right around here or something. We'll have it marked out and everything tomorrow. Decent volume, man. It was decent volume today. Decent volume. All right, so we have that. What else? Anything you guys want to go over? We'll go over the regionals tomorrow. I'm a little hungry. I haven't had much to eat yet today. So I want to talk to you guys about AMD. So I've been watching AMD the past couple days. All right, I've been watching AMD. So on AMD, what's funny is that it was and felt weak. Okay, it had the volume of a weak stock. Look at this. Look how high that volume was. Once it poked its head up to try to make a new high, bang, they stepped in. They stepped in, and they stepped in heavy. So, what has it been doing, though? What do you guys notice that AMD has been doing? Oh, I don't know which one it is. AMD has been putting in a base, guys. I'm just going to leave that up. Fudge it. I know it's a little difficult to see. I do apologize. But what do you see, guys? Like, so we break out, double top. We pull back, which you break the base here. You pull back, it breaks it. And even during this candle, it retested it. Boom. We're turning up. Tails, 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 turning up. Tails, 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 turning up, trying to. So we did hold this 118 level. 117.85 roughly. To me, let's go to the 15-minute chart. Now we're hugging the 50-day. That's a double bottom right on the 50-day. And then look at that. But you still have volume to the downside. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. All right, let's pull up. That's on the daily. Let's go to the 15-minute chart because there's a lesson here I want to talk to you guys about. Okay. I am not sure yet if this is a base or if it's just coming back to retest the level only to really flush this thing down. Or, to me, it looks like it's putting in a base, and then when it holds these levels, these shorts get out, and then you get days where it rips because it's putting in a base and it's moving to the next level higher, breaking it, and then holding. That means that sellers are also stepping up or moving away. All right. But more importantly, the buyers, they're getting the stock at a higher price. They're willing to pay up for it. The market's also going up, which also helps. Now, the market comes down, then obviously this could be a stock we'd watch to go to the downside. But my point that I'm trying to get here is both in all three times, 1, 2, and 3, it looks like. It's putting in bases. It's putting in the base and working itself up. They're buying the lows and they're moving it up. They're moving the price up. So look at it. I mean, we're putting in, but if you really look at this thing, what did we do here? All right, you broke the prior day's low, but you kind of just stuck it, just under it. You stuck it. You shook them all out. Whoever was long got shaken out for a loss. It rallies. Where's it rally to? First level, 112.50. Breaks it with a vengeance. All right, pulls back, holds it. Double top, pulls back a little bit, hits 90 MA 15, and kind of just acts like it wants to roll itself back over. So if you see this, it would be like that. But it did. It gapped up and it went around. So it's holding. What did it do? It bounced. This is the next level, right? That I have at least, which would be the 2 days ago's like high, pre-market high. Roughly. Yeah, it's the high, the pre-market high from 2 days ago. It sticks that right here. Goes up, breaks the level, holds it. Holds it. What do you have here? Look at this volume. I want you guys to notice something. This is what I'm getting into right here. This is the lesson. So, look at this volume right here to the left of the screen. All right. AMD's got monster buying volume right here at 115.68. We'll call it 115.50. It's about a 15-cent range, or 15-cent range. 115, you got an explosive move higher. Boom. Shorts covered. All right. They got out of their positions. Friday, boom, we sold off again. towards the end of the day, but it held pre-market lows. Look at those pre-market lows it held. Where, puts in a base. They tried to sell it off. What happened? They ripped it right back up. The buyers came in and bought the set and said, we're not putting in this base for no reason. We're going to be cooking it. I don't know. I'm just tired. Sorry, guys. So it puts in. It's holding these levels, is what I'm saying. It's breaking the level, pulling back, holding. Breaking the level, pulling back, holding. It's grinding. When can we get? And look, it's doing it right here. So it's cooking to go higher. Resistance. All right. It broke the level, resistance. It came right back. And what did it do? It held 115.50. 115.50. 115.50. All right. That's where we tailed off, rallied, pulled back to it, and just held. What are we doing? We broke it. Couldn't hold. So again, 115.27, just under it, an area. But look what it did today, guys. I'm going to pull up a 5-minute chart. This thing is putting in a base. So it's going to go a little under. It's putting in bases. All right? It's got to hold this level. I want to see, man, I want to see if we could eventually get right back down here. But if it holds this level, I want to take another long. I want to see if we can get another long in AMD. It's holding up. It's weaker than others, but it's holding up. All right. It's just something I got on my watch list for you. It's just building a base, guys. It's in consolidation. If it's in consolidation, it's just gaining new strength and more strength to go higher. Okay. Today you had Microsoft. They announced their AI stuff. All right. Took off. All right. Matter of fact, you broke the level. You broke the previous highs. Right. Gapped up. Well, you broke it. Pulled back, held it. You got a gap up. Pulled right back to it. Boom. Days low. Boom. Right on it. Learn to get these levels where they should be. I'm going to show you, and I will, if anybody doesn't believe me, I will record it. I'll show you a lesson on stop losses. Give you the area. It eventually got broken, but the trend had changed at that point on Meta. Look at that rally, guys. That's off of their AI releasing the price of their AI, which was $30 or $35 an employee or $30 an employee. So I'm just gonna show you guys. Look at this chart of Meta. It's also looks to be consolidating. All right, I don't know when it has earnings. Right here was our stop loss. Look at our stop loss. This line right here. That's why you see this line. Stop loss. It's here because I had pre-market off. I had after hours and pre-market off. So it was closer together. The charts were a little different. All right. Look at how close you would have got wicked out. Or would not have gotten wicked out. If it did not hit your stop, you don't stop out. Look how close that is, guys. Look how close that is. So if I go back to like a 15-minute chart. Why did I put the stop loss right there? That was the previous. I put it. Now what did I do here? You see this flat top base? This flat, like here. Let's make it bigger so you guys can see it. To the left of the chart. Right here. Sorry, guys. Right here. Look at these wicks. Boom, boom, boom. Buyers. Look at it. It holds it again. Pre-market. The next day. Right here. Boom, 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 boom. So what did I do? I put the stop loss just above it. I said, there's a candle. Let's put it there. I just put it. All I did was put it right above it. It could have easily hit it. All right, but I'm like, yeah, this looks like the spot. You had indecision, and it took it right back right there. So that's where I put it. I put it, and then I just like set it right above it because I could expect a wick to it, just like we did today. It's nuts. All right, I did it pre-market. All the members know in chat and stuff. This isn't like this has happened before. It was just wild that it literally like went just about as close as it could. But yeah, so I'm watching those. I will be watching Carvana. I'll be watching Netflix. Maybe I'm more worried about like Carvana, probably AMD, and a few others. Guys, join us tomorrow morning, 7:30 to 4. I'll probably stream a little earlier. I'll start streaming earlier. We go over the game plan. Why are we looking at this? What do we see? This, that, the third. Start looking if these stocks are putting in bases. Locate where the big moves are happening at what price level, so in anticipation when you get there, the probabilities of having another big move after consolidation are likely. All right, I gotta get something to eat. So thank you guys for joining us. That's all I have tonight. I'm so tired. Thanks for bearing with me. If you guys could like, share, and subscribe, comment. What can I do? What are some things I could call, or like, post some questions because I'll read the comments. Throw some questions in the chat. I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. If you guys need help, you know where to find us. Right here, YouTube, iBelieveTradingYouTube.com. And we do these. We go over all this stuff too in real time. All right. I do alert my trades when I take them, but I don't just take trades to take a trade to say, hey, I traded today, this, that. I'm here to make money. All right, that's why I'm here. I'm here to generate income. So, you guys have a great night. Thank you guys for joining us. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. If you could help us with that, that would be greatly appreciated. Like, share, all that fun stuff. So thank you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow morning. I just wanted to give you guys a recap and a rundown on what's going on. We'll probably have news with some other companies. Remember today, let's see if we get like a gap up on these Dow stocks, these Dow names. See what these banks have to say in the morning. And we have some really good opportunity coming, guys. It'll be here tomorrow morning. Come join us. Get in chat. It's free 99. Come learn how to trade. Come at least see how we do things. Or like, you want to analyze what's really going on. And it's hard to do those kind of things when you're new. Because the market, there's a lot of information. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys in the morning, 7:30 to 4, iBelieveTradingYouTube.com. Hit the like, notification, subscribe. We're trying to get 100 subscribers. Comment, ask me questions in chat. I will get back to you. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early. Get your sleep. It's going to be a